Okay, this is a relatively simple method of making a biodegradable plastic using the casein in milk. That's casein, I believe. It's one of the proteins. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a very acidic solution like white vinegar. We need 4 tablespoons of that. You can see, according to my chart, it's like way at the very bottom. It's very acidic. 7 being neutral, and then 14 being very basic. The 1 cup of whole milk, let me put that down. 1 cup of whole milk looks pretty neutral, a little darker almost. It's between 7 and 9, we'll say 8. So a little more basic than neutral. And you want to heat this up for 5 minutes in the microwave. Keep an eye on it though, it will boil over if you let it just sit in there the whole time, and then it creates its own kind of like plastic film, and it stinks. By the way, this is going to not smell very pleasant, but yeah, it'll be worth it. So we're going to pretend that this is heated because my measuring cup broke during the last batch in the microwave. Cleanup going up in the background, and we'll pretend that this is the hot or warm milk. You pour in that vinegar and stir it up, and what it's going to do is it's going to start curdling, and you'll see the solids are now separating. That is what we want. So you mix this up for a good bit, make sure it's done, reacting. It's not going to do it as well right now because this is cold. And let's check. It's not as acidic as the vinegar. Kind of balanced it out. Looks at about a 5, so it brought it down from an 8, between an 8 and a 1, and so balanced out at 5. Anyway, what you want is to strain these solids out. I just used an old t-shirt, stuck it over my bowl, poured that in there, wrapped it up real good, and then squeezed all the liquid out. You want to get rid of that. And then when you open it back up, it should be fairly dry and clumpy, and you want to just start kneading that together. If you want to add coloring to it, that's the time to do it. After it dries, of course, you can use like markers and paint and stuff like that. Anywho, what you want to do after it's all dried and, one large clump that's very cohesive, sticks together very well, is spread it out over something. In my case, I used some tin foil and used a little, not a cookie cutter, this one was actually for some modeling clay playset. And let's see, this should be our plastic. Let's see if I can get this up without breaking it. I cannot. I think I left it dry too long. I think if I try this again, I'll set it somewhere that's a little cooler. I tried to cheat and set it out in the sun, and I think that might have backfired on me. But once you're done, these are actually pretty tough. They have a little give to them. It feels like those little toys you get out of the quarter machines, with gotcha machines or whatnot, little plastic balls. And also, your hands are going to, no matter how many times you wash them, are going to smell very strongly of that vinegar. So you might want to wear gloves. I should have thought of that before I started all of this.